Hello, it is really long time to see. Today we are going to deal with the topic of the Python development environment in Blender. Python, which comes with Blender, provides the smallest execution environment required for Blender. So sometimes the Python package we need may not be there. According to the official Blender's document, there are two solutions in this case. The first is to replace the bundled original Python with a user-configured Python. The second is to copy the packages you need into Python's subdirectory. However, both of these methods modify the original installed Blender program image anyway, a little less or a little bit more. I don't like these ways of modifying the original install image because it's likely to be a potential problem with Blender's usability. The method I'm going to introduce today is to install Python packages without touching the Blender at all. The basic idea of this way is to use virtual environment. The steps as follow. First, create a virtual environment with the default Python provided with Blender. Second, install packages in the virtual environment we did create. Third, add the site path for Blender searches for packages. Now let's get started. First, try to find the path where the Blender Python is installed. Usually, the Blender Python may be where, like this. Then create a virtual environment. Create a folder wherever you want. Then open it with a file browser and type cmd into the address window. And type like this to create a virtual environment. Okay, now we did get the virtual environment. Then the next, we need to activate it. In Windows, you need to run the activate batch file in the script folder in the created virtual environment. Before installing any of the Python packages, it is good to upgrade the pip packages. Type like this. After now, for example, we try installing a simple small Python package. As we can see, it looks good. Then it is time to check it is working. Launch Blender and bring up the text editor and add the site package in the virtual environment to the site path. Copy the path of the site packages and paste it into the code like this. Let's print out the message by using this package. Import this package and run the code. Okay, it seems to work. And more this time, let's try TensorFlow. Go back to the command window and type like this to install TensorFlow. As you know, TensorFlow is really big. It takes a pretty much longer time than before. And now let's check if TensorFlow is working. This code will print out the version of the TensorFlow. Run the code and we can see the TensorFlow version. The important thing here is about the created virtual environment. It's not actually loaded as the Blender's interpreter. It only has meaning as a place for installing packages that directly correspond to the version of the default Python included in Blender. Therefore, we do not need to install another Python separately. We just need to have the Blender working. What do you think about today's topic? Now, don't you feel a little free more about installing Python packages. That is why we feel free. It is because we don't touch the original Blender at all. And are there any Python packages that can help us with video editing? I am making these videos to improve my English speaking. If you have some things about my English speaking, please let me know. And I am really sorry for this video being late. In fact, I am moving house these days. There are lots of things to do: searching a house, getting a rental contract, and cleaning, fixing something on every weekend. So I cannot make these videos for a while. I reckon I might start again in May or April. I hope you guys generously understand my situation. Then, see you at the time. Bye.